I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to
Hello, welcome to my channel Judge All Nation. In this video, Christian Prince will make understanding and education about Islam to all Muslims. Also, Christian Prince educates Muslims that in the Lord Jesus there is truth and no other. Now let's take a look and see what Christian Prince will tell you by arguing with Muslims. Enjoy watching this video and God bless you.
Let us see what Slender want to say to us. He's a Muslim. And you will see in a second that Muslims, when they, when they jump to answer a question, they don't know. Go ahead, Slender. What do you know about the size of Allah? Are you there? Abdul, are you there? Abdul. Okay, there is something wrong with him. Maybe his wife, she did not give him permission to talk. Put your hand up again when you're ready, and I will take you. Do we have any Muhammadan? Please be sure that your wife, she allow you to talk before you jump to the stage. Your safety is very important for us. We know how aggressive Muslim women are, and we know how chickens Muslim men are. All right.
Hey, can you hear me now?
I hear you, Slender. Do you hear my question?
You said, what's the size of Allah?
Yeah, what is the size of Allah?
We know there's no limits on the size of Allah.
There is no limit. Extendable. All right, that's a nice one. This is why, this is why I say that Muslim men, Muslims, but they call them the Muslims. They are funny. They don't know what they are talking about. What do you mean? What do you mean? There's no limit. What do you mean no limit?
Who doesn't know what you're talking about, man? Like, are you asking about the size of Allah? Like you've ever seen God or you've ever seen Allah?
Well, you Muslim, you say that Allah is Akbar. Akbar mean bigger. So
that's just one of his personalities. So it's like Allah revealed that. Allah told us about those attributes or those personalities of his, and we've got 99. There are even more, but Allah only gave us 99 because that's what we can understand about.
Yeah, but this is not what we are talking about. Listen carefully. When we say Allah is Akbar, that means Allah is not that big. He's just bigger. The second you say bigger, Akbar means bigger. He's bigger. Okay, Allah is bigger from what?
The superlative, the greatest. Not a greater.
No. The word Akbar means bigger.
It means greatest, not bigger.
Okay.
Or you can say biggest.
Do you see my screen?
Yeah.
If we type the word Akbar in the Quran, what we will find?
Greatest. In every dictionary.
In the Quran?
Akbar in the Quran means the greatest. Everywhere in the Quran is written greatest.
Okay, you see,
unless you are
those, if it is something sin, we can say greatest. But when we speak about physical, bigger is about size. As an example,
CP, let's cut the crap.
Listen. Here it says, صغيرا. What صغيرا mean?
I don't really sorry, I don't really know the meaning of Sahiran.
Sahiran means small, Kabiran means big. This is your Quran. Small or big, it's in front of you. This is your Quran.
In this
chapter 2, verse number 282. We continue. Now we go.
Okay,
hold on. All right.
What we know
all of those is Kabiran, Kabir, Okay. So if we go and check the name of the sun in the Quran, you know the story of Abraham in the Quran?
Yeah.
Okay. When Abraham he saw the sun, what he called the sun?
Akbar, the
Akbar.
greatest.
No.
Because
Akbar.
at that time, he think the sun is the greatest thing to ever exist.
How he can think that?
Because at that point of time, he's seeking. He was on a
no, because the sun does not look bigger than the moon.
It's not about bigger. Greatest. It's
greatest in what? No, he can say in Arabic is so clear. Arabic we can say in Arabic we have the word great. It's a great al-azim. So there is no need to say so. The Muslim translation says here that this is my God. This is a greater, but this is false because in Arabic it says hada Rabbi hada Akbar. This is my God. This is bigger. Now listen.
CP, your audience, you owe your audience a duty to give them.
All right. Who is the one? Who is talking here? Who is talking here?
Abraham is speaking and he's thinking the son is the greatest.
No, the one is talking is Allah. Allah is quoting Abraham. Is that correct?
Allah is quoting exactly what Abraham used to think about the son.
So Allah quoting wrong, or he is quoting what is right?
Allah is quoting what Abraham used to think about the son.
So was Abraham wrong?
Abraham, yeah, he himself, he figured out he's wrong because he eventually concluded, what I think is the greatest cannot be setting in the morning, come out in the morning, rise in the morning, and set in the evening. So definitely this thing is not the greatest at all.
Okay, but Allah never show up, according to Islam, Allah never show up to Abraham. So which one is the greatest, the one you can see or the one you cannot see? If this is the reason, you say according to the verse, hold on, according to the verse, because the sun disappeared, so Abraham he don't like that, so he switched to the second God. So now, Allah never appeared to Abraham according to Islam, never spoke to him, never appeared to him. How Abraham he noticed Islam is the religion and Allah is God? Who told him about Allah?
No, not about Islam. Not about Islam. It's about the Creator. How did he figure out?
Who is the one who told him about Allah?
Because in life everybody's got a personal connection with the Creator. Whether the Creator appears to you or he disappeared, you're gonna figure out like who is the Creator.
So it's like a question. Who is the one? Okay, how he knew the word? How he learned the word Allah?
How he learned the word Allah? Allah. Okay, Christian Prince. Can I just clarify one thing? You call yourself, are you actually an Arab Christian? How do you call yourself a Christian?
Just get out of here. I want the Muslim, he knew what I was talking about. Do we have any Muhammadan, he knew what he's talking about? How Abraham, he was able to know the word Allah. If Allah never spoke to him, Allah never appeared to him. Where in the Quran here, suddenly Abraham, he said Allah. Where he got the word Allah from? Allah is a name. And here you see the stupidity of the Quran. You write a story, but you don't tell us where they met, how they knew, how he noticed, how he recognized, how he was able to know. What is this? And this goes for everything in the Quran. Like suddenly you will see in the Quran speaking about Israel. Who is Israel? Nowhere in the Quran it says, who is this guy? Suddenly a name appears in the Quran, it's called Israel. You ask the Muslims, who is Israel? They will say to you, this is Jacob. Okay. Where in the Quran it says Israel is Jacob? Have you ever heard of a book writer, an author, intelligent? He don't introduce the character of his story? So now here Abraham, he worshipped the sun. He called it Akbar because this is the name of the sun. And the Muslims, when they say Allahu Akbar, oh Akbar, Allah and Akbar, they are monotheist in the mean of uniting the God of the sun and the God of the moon. La is the moon god. Akbar is the sun god. Allah, Al, which mean a word mean God, La, moon, U, and Akbar, which is the name of the sun. Do we have any Muhammadan? He knew what he's talking about. I will invite you, but you don't say anything. I want you to give me an answer. Don't give me speeches. All right. I will invite you one more time.
CP, are you trying to give us the impression
Allah,
you know Arabic language more than
how Abraham? Don't give me a speech. How Abraham, he recognized the word Allah.
Do you want to ask Abraham?
Go and ask Abraham.
You can ask Abraham. Why are you asking me?
Why you put your hand up, you idiot? I just kick you out, you put your hand up again. I'm asking the question, you put your hand to answer, right? Why you're asking me? What a stupid cult. They don't know what I'm talking about. They don't know what Abraham. They don't even know what Abraham means. They don't know what Ishmael means. They don't know what Isa means. They don't know anything. They don't know what Allah means. If you ask any Muslim what Allah means, you have no idea. Everything is a theft from other belief, other religions. Don't even Allah have a chair? Where they get this phrase from? Who is a Muslim can tell us the description of the chair of Allah and why Allah butt is so big? And today we are going to kick his butt. You like it or not? Who is a Muhammadan here to join us and explain to us the stupidity of the author of the Quran? Anyone? Look what the Quran said. Just to show you. Let us close some pages. Funny stories from the previous debate with the Muslims. By the way, if anyone have the last 2 hours from the previous broadcast, if you record it, please give me a link. You know, YouTube have only limit of DVR, which means recording of 12 hours. And 2 days ago, I went live for 14 hours. So the last 2 hours, sadly, they are gone. And that was the best time we had with those 4 Muslims who joined us to debate me. And we wiped the floor with them, if you remember. Who was here last time? I have a cold. Yeah, I told you I have an ear infection. But don't worry, I'm using camera urine. This is why yesterday I did not come online, because I noticed that it's not good. So if anyone recorded, if you have the recording for the last 2 hours of the 14 hours, and I said to myself, okay, you know what, YouTube don't have it, we will have it in Rumble. This turned to be like Rumble is the same. Their maximum is 12 hours too. So if nobody recorded, that does mean those Muslims, their ass been saved from being exposed heavily. 4 Muslims, and they brought to me at the end a sheikh, if you remember. No, I can stay more. I can stay 16. I can stay 18. I can stay 24 hours. But you know, you notice, like if you have 30 hours live, or if you have 2 hours, you will have, people don't watch, you know, people, they will not be able to watch such. Even people complain. They say, how we can watch 12 hours? I agree with them. I mean, this is how we can watch it. I mean, you have to have a lot of time. Or maybe somebody is a truck driver and they want to just keep awake, you know, laughing. So I understand, but we are here. Those who download my videos, they cut them pieces. They cut the debate, they cut the callers, you know, they cut them, they post them again, short videos, and that would be good. So maybe it's not good to be in my channel. I don't keep videos on my channel anyway. Anyway, do we have any Muhammadan? We want to talk about Allah, the size of Allah butt. The size of Allah. If you're Muslim, you say to me, the butt of Allah is so small, and his chair is so big, that would be so funny. Because as I know, I mean, imagine, I don't know, put an ant on the top of a massive throne. Do we have any Muhammadan? Anyone? Hello? Walker? Yes, Walker. Are you a Muslim?
No. I have a question.
About what?
Um,
We have a topic.
I'm not a Muslim. Been called to interrupt or do anything out of order, but I just wanted to ask a simple question because I read the Bible myself and I follow the King James Version, 1611, and I've been a Christian since birth. And I noticed there's two types of Christians in this world, and I was just
There's
wondering
two kind
which
of what?
type
There's two
are
kind of
you?
what?
Two types of Christians in this world.
Two kind of what?
Two kinds of Christians. Two types.
Questions?
There's two different types of Christians.
Two different kind of questions. Okay.
There's two different types of Christians. Can you hear me?
Guys, I don't know. He's saying privilege question. Christians. Oh, okay. Christians. Two type of Christians. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
And I've noticed when I read the Bible, there's clear descriptions of how the Israelites and Jesus looked. And I've
Israelites
noticed
and
that
Jesus what?
the description of Christ.
You said the Israelites and the Jesus what?
I said there's a clear description of Jesus Christ and the Israelites in the Bible.
A clear description of Jesus in the Bible?
Yes.
Well, I never saw one. I don't know. Maybe you did read the Bible better than me.
Revelations chapter 1, verse 15.
It doesn't talk about the description of Jesus, how he looked like. That's false.
How is that false when I can read it to you?
You can read for me, but this is not about description of Jesus. You see, people are naive, and the naive one, he see what he like to see. So if I say, let us say, God is amazing, am I describing a size or describing that he is a miracle?
You're describing he's a miracle.
All right. So everything in the Bible is not about a look, never was about a look, and never even about a name. As an example, the Messiah is not a name. Yahweh is not a name. Adam is not a name. Moses is not a name. Jesus, Yeshua, is not a name. The sons of Noah and sons of Adam are not names. So you can see as you wish, but if you know the language carefully, you will see that this is about description. It's a statement. It's not a description only. It's a statement.
When it describes.
Anyway, my friend, I appreciate you calling. I don't care how Jesus looked like. He is my king. So only racist people care how Jesus looked like, and I find them silly. Seriously, because what we care for is the quality, not how he look. So if my Lord, the Messiah, he is a Chinese, I will worship him. If he is a black, I will worship him. If he is white, I will worship him.
No, I understand.
But this is not important for us. And true Christian will not care for the description and how Jesus looked like. Go worship pictures. I worship my Lord. When the Lord he come, we will know him by his glory, not by his look, because he will be glorious. It's not about a look. It's about something nobody can have. So only naive people, they focus on those things. If I'm racist, I focus on racism. If I'm white racist, that's it, Jesus white. If I'm black racist, Jesus is black. If I'm Asian racist, Jesus must be Filipinos. Well, I say to all of you, none of you is a Christian if you worship your Lord because of his look. So don't go there and don't waste your time and be smarter. God is about equality, not about a look, including you. It's not your look who will define who you are. It's the quality of the person. So you're black or white, who care? If you're Asian or who care? Short or tall, who care? Male or female, who care? The Lord, he said, from their fruit you shall know them, including him. How we know Jesus? From his fruits, not from his look. Don't you think the devil, he can come in a good-looking way? People are naive and people are silly. And the book of Revelation never speak about such a topic. The book of Revelation have deep meaning. The naive one, They take it literally. The book of Revelation, you will know the meaning of it when things happen, not before. For all of it is symbolic. Everything there is symbolic. All right, do we have any Muhammadan? You are talking to someone Christ taught him how to read? Oh, okay, that's good. Well, I went to school to learn how to read. This guy, Christ, taught him how to read. Okay, what I can say. Do we have any Muhammadan would like to join us? There is two kinds of Christians. Yeah. It's depending on your shoe size. There's only one kind of Christians. There's no two kinds. You are just being a fool. Any Muhammadan? Do we have any Muhammadan? I know this topic is scary for you Muslims, but come on. One of you will have the courage. Anyone? All right. You know, the guy he is saying to you, go to Revelation number 1. This idiot do not know that the brass is symbolic for the temple. This is the material they use in the temple. This is all symbolic. Stupid people, racist people, filthy people, they only focus on those things. Trash. The junkie. Only trash, junkie, ignorant, do not know what the Bible is talking about. Have you ever heard of somebody look like that? He look brass. And his feet only look like that. You're an idiot. All right. So, there's people, they read the Bible by their heart. And there's people who read based on their stupidity. So if you are seeking something, you will find it because you are seeking that thing. Because you are seeking that thing, you will see it only as you want to see it. It's like an ant looking for the word sugar. You give them powder, tastes like sugar, they eat it, they die. It's not a sugar, it's poison. So everyone goes where he belongs. The fly goes to the garbage. The races go to their garbage. And people who worship the Lord, they go to the Lord. Do we have any Muhammadan? Who is a Muhammadan would like to join us? Come on. We are talking about Allah, but an Allah chair. Black Israelis, yeah. Well, I am from the Middle East. I never saw an Israeli as a true Israeli is black. There's Israeli now, they have citizenship. Yeah, because those, Israeli, they are desperate to have citizen to overcome the size of the Arab. So they brought Ethiopian, they brought, but those are not really Israeli. You cannot be the son of one father and one mother, and then one is blonde and one is black. And we're not talking about middle, we are talking about one is totally African and the other one is white. It's impossible. The only reason for that, there is people who converted to Judaism in Africa, And because the Israeli are desperate for citizen, the Arab population is increasing so fast, their population is declining. There's many reasons for that. Many Jews are converting to Christianity. Number two, they are not having too many kids. Number three, many they flee Israel, hoping because they don't want to go to war. Anyway, stay away from those racists. They are trashy. Anyone who speak about Jesus' color, I assure you, he is nothing but a piece of garbage. You see, I grew up in a family, they are very religious. I never heard my mom or my dad saying to me what Jesus looked like. But if your mom and your mother and your dad, they are racist, they will speak about that. And they will put it in your head. And now because you are so desperate, you try to find a verse where it says, oh, something about him. Oh, look, it says white like snow. All of this is description. When it says like his hair were white like wool. Have you ever seen a man have such a description? Why Jesus is getting old now? Is that the guy from the Holy Buddha? Weird people. Every color there have connection either to the temple or to the practice of Israel and the connection with the Old Testament. Every word there. Any Muhammadan. Do we have any Muhammadan he knew who is his God? And I advise you, never associate yourself with racist, because racism is like rabies, like Islam. It's rabies. It's a disease of dogs. The purpose of it, so we can bite each other. So the white will hate the black, and the black will hate the white, and the black will hate the Asian, and etc. Rabies. Let us bite each other. Christ, he came for one reason. For God, he loved the world. Not because he came to make us dogs, biting each other. There's 3 people raised their hand. I don't see them. Where are they? Put your hand up again. I don't see anyone raising his hand. All right. Are you a Muslim?
No, I'm not a Muslim.
So how can I help you?
Yeah, I was blocked on your channel the other day because I was defending Candace Owens. I don't see any Muslims here right now.
Why you are defending her? Tell me.
Well, because she's not a preacher. She's just a regular human being who should have the right to call herself a Christian.
Well, everybody had the right to call himself as he wish, but the Lord, he says, you shall know them from their fruits, correct?
So you're the person now.
Do you allow? Yes, I am the person, because the Lord, he told us to judge people by the fruit. You can judge me by my fruit too. Who said you cannot? The Lord says that. From their fruits, you shall know them. So if my fruit is bad, you can judge me. Why not? You are not judging me as a person. You do not know me. You are judging my fruit. So are you against what Jesus said now? From their fruits, you shall know them? Okay.
Let me judge you. So let me judge you.
Are you willing to allow your wife to go and meet with someone? His name is Andrew Tate. He's a pimp. He's a rapist. He is under investigation. He don't pay his tax, as he said in the videos. He lure women into sex to do porn business. Would you allow your wife to fly all the way? And not only that, she agreed with him in everything he said, and she is asking him how we can save generation. Is that what a Christian woman she would do? She will ask. She will ask a whore, because whore is not only a female. A whore is a male. He is a whore. First time I type his name, I never heard of him before. I type his name, I saw a video of him masturbating. The first thing I saw about him, I type Andrew Tate, I click, all what I see actually is porn website. Like now you have articles, you have a news, but first time I heard about him, it was just porn. So now, are you going to allow your wife to fly all the way to Romania for a guy is under home arrest, to meet with him, and she agreed with him about everything he said, and she defended him, and she said they are judging him for something he said 10 years ago? Well, this guy, he say those things every day. So she's a liar. She's a fraud.
So you're gonna let you're talking yourself? Or
I want you to answer me. Or do you allow your wife to go and do that? Go ahead.
So okay, yeah, 1,000,000%, because she's a journalist. She can talk to whoever she wants to talk to.
But she agreed with him. Do you agree with the pimp and rotates yourself?
She's a young woman who has. She's a young woman who can grow because she's on her path.
I'm asking you claim to be, you are a Christian. Do you agree with someone like that to be your guideline?
She's not on your path. She's on her path.
This is not my business. That's not what I'm talking about. Get out of here. What? I mean, stupid people, man. I don't know. What path? What path? You know, she's deceiving people. She have 1.5 million people watching. How many of them Christian like you? Stupid idiot. Now she took the Christian to listen to Andrew Tate. You don't know how stupid you are. Your daughter now, she will go and listen to Andrew Tate, and tomorrow she will open her legs in the front of the camera because Candace, she said he is the best example for mankind. This is how stupid fool you are. You are a whore like them, actually. The one who defends a whore is a whore. Whore, and the Bible says it clearly, whore is not necessarily even about a physical human being. The Bible in the Old Testament says that the earth committed adultery. The earth. Have you ever heard of earth having sex? No. Adultery in the Bible is not only a person having sex with someone. It's about committing a great sin against God. And the greatest sin is to deceive millions. Her bath? Well, her bath is to make money. She noticed that this guy, he have a lot members of fans, so let us go there. They have no bath except money. She worked for the Jews for 20 years, made millions of them. And now because the Jews, they don't want her no more. And now she claims she became Catholic. Do you know why? Because the Protestant, they spit at her. She is speaking against Israel. And we know how the Protestants support Israel. So she said, okay, I'm Catholic now. But we know that she is no Protestant. She is no Catholic. She is no Christian. She is just a piece of garbage. She is asking all the business. It's about business. And this stupid you coming to me, you says, yeah, so what? She have her path. No, she don't. She don't. She can have her path, but not to claim to be Christian. She can say I'm an atheist. She can say she's lesbian. She can say she is a LGBTQ. She's a free. We live in a free country. You can fly and interview anyone. And you say to me she is a journalist? And the journalists agree with the person who have 10,000 videos teaching men how to lure women into pimp business? How to hide your tax? Is that the Christian, honest person inside you? Let us teach people how to hide their tax. Slender is insisting to come back. I don't know why. Okay, I will let him come back for a second. Let us see what you want to say. Maybe he will repent and he stop eating candies and grow up as a man. What do you want?
CP, using excuses to evade me is not going to help you. Me, I'm very patient.
Okay, I'm going to tell. I'm not going to ask you a question. Hold on. I'm not going to ask you a question. I'm not going to ask you a question. Can you choose a topic? You are sure you can answer? Because each time I say to you something, you say, oh, go ask Abraham, go ask Allah, go ask Muhammad. If there is something you know, You want to talk about?
Why do you bring subjects like how big is the throne of Allah? Like any Muslim has ever seen. It's like
I am not interested in the throne. I am interested in his. I am interested. I want to know the size of his butt.
So basically, are we in a kindergarten playground, or
Yes.
you are talking to some
The Quran,
audience who are much more educated?
the Quran says. Do you know what the Quran says about Allah's throne?
Yeah,
What it says? Tell me.
it's actually bigger than the heavens and earth.
False. Why you lie?
I know the Quran mentioned about the throne of Allah bigger than the heavens.
That's a lie. It says exactly the same size. So the size of your God chair is exactly the same as the earth and the heaven. Because your God...
It says it's bigger.
No, it says exactly the same. So...
It says it encompasses the heavens.
Here we go. It says, وَسْعُ كُرْسِيهِ السَّمَاوَاتُ وَالْأَرْضِ. The size of his chair is the same size as the earth and the heaven. Don't make things up. Now,
can we read the verse for everybody to see?
Read the verse. This is your Muslim translation.
I can see it. I mean, tell me the verse and the verse number.
The chapter of the Hindu. Verse number 255.
Okay. Ayatul Kursi. And that's Surah
Ayatul Kursi. Ayatul Kursi.
Surah
No. I told you chapter 2, not Ayatul Kursi. What? Ayatul Kursi. Al-Kursi. This one about the Kursi? What Kursi mean? What Kursi mean? What Kursi mean? What Kursi mean? What Kursi mean?
Kursi means the throne.
No, it means chair.
A throne is a chair in the first place.
No.
Okay, I know you sit in a chair and you sit in a throne. You don't actually squat or put your head on a throne.
When you say a kursi, it's a chair literally. It's not a throne. So your God Allah is not a king, and your God is not really subvert. You see, I asked you. You mentioned before the throne. You said it is about him being a king. All right, but this is a kursi. This is this is a chair. Okay, now. So what is the size? What is the size of Allah's chair? It's exactly.
A chair in Arabic is Charlie Hotel Echo Romeo.
First of all, potato. This is not an Arabic word.
Okay, all the same. So, what was the question?
All right. The verse says that the size of the Allah chair is exactly the size of the earth and the heaven. So now, if Allah chair, his size is the same, exactly the size of the earth and the heaven, where his feet goes?
You know what? I'm just trying to get that verse. Let me read it properly. Okay, so I'll read it for everybody to hear. It says, Allah, there is no God worthy of worship except him, the ever-living, all-sustaining, neither drowsiness nor sleep overtakes him. To him belongs whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth. Who could possibly intercede with him without his permission? He fully knows what is ahead of them and what is behind them, but no one can grasp any of his knowledge except what he wills to reveal. His seat encompasses. His seat encompasses. Encompasses means is bigger.
You are reading translation of who?
The translation of who? I'm reading Qur'an.com.
All right. Is the rooster bigger than Allah chair or smaller?
What question is that? You're talking about hadith now, or you're talking about the word of Allah?
I'm asking you, is a rooster bigger than Allah chair?
A rooster is something I can grab with one hand. So how comes it's something which has just been described to you? It encompasses the heavens and the earth, can be compared to a rooster.
So how come the one is carrying the chair is a rooster if it's so big, And this rooster, his feet is in the ground.
Can we read the hadith, please?
Yeah, you want to read the hadith? Are you sure?
No, I don't mind.
Oh, okay. Let us see.
The only thing I want you to promise, CP,
Uh-huh.
I would love I would love it if I can speak to you for just 10 minutes. You constantly kept telling me, I don't know, I'm a kid. I don't mind. I'm very patient. As far as I'm concerned, CP, me, I went to Cardiff University from 1997 to year 2000. You cannot tell any of your audience.
You are what? You are what?
I went to Cardiff University, right? You can contact Cardiff University registry and mention my name. I can send to you. From 1997 to year 2000, I was there doing maritime studies. You are not in a position to mention to anyone here which university you attended. You can only brag and lie that you've got a degree in Sharia law. You can never disclose any other detail. Me, I've just disclosed to you now. I went to Cardiff University from 1997 to year 2000. You cannot do that because you don't even have a high school certificate.
Ah, okay, okay.
If you do,
okay, hold on. You know, okay, hold on. Listen, you see, I don't have a high school. I don't have a high school certificate, but yet I know more than your religion. I just asked you about the chicken of your God, and you do not know. So I am the one who has high school according to you. I know your religion. Okay, now listen. I don't disclose Abdul. I don't disclose anything about me. And you know what? You are just a piece of shit. You are just a piece of shit. And you are trying to say you know. No, you do not know. And everybody knows why I don't disclose who I am and what I. No, shut up. So now. Is this how you have to shut up? You should take 20 minutes and see what happened. Get out of here, son of Muta. Can you disclose which university you are from? So if I tell you, what does that would do to you? My knowledge is my proof. It's not a degree. And let me tell you, everything learned about the shit of Muhammad is not from my degree. I study law. They never taught me those things. Or do you think when you study law, they will teach you about your God he set in a rooster? This is my own study. This is my own research. This is my own work. In a school, the teacher Muhammad is amazing. The stupid Qur'an is the source of law. That's what you study. You are just a piece of shit like your prophet. And if you are a person who claims that you have knowledge because you have a degree, well, why you follow Muhammad? You cannot even read. Now let us read. This is there's tons of hadith about this. The Muslims, they say this hadith is a lie. This is what they will say. But the hadith is so clear. And the one who is reciting the hadith, he says, be careful. Allah, Prophet, he says, the one who lie about me, he will be punished. So this is a very authentic hadith. At least according to some.
On the authority of Abu Hurairah, may God be pleased with him, with a chain of transmission traceable to the Prophet, God has permitted me to narrate about a rooster whose feet have touched the ground and whose neck is bent under the throne, and he is saying, Glory be to you, how great you are, our Lord. Then he responds to him, no one who swears by me will know that.
The great Allah sitting in the top of a rooster. Isn't this amazing and beautiful? And Abdul want me to tell him everything about me. I'm applying for a job for you. I laugh at your prophet. I place all my fertilizer on him, all the manure I have. And then I go and sit next to you to the airport and you will not know me. You see how beautiful it is? I go to Muslim countries, nobody knows about me. Any Muhammadan?
I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back, no turning back.